Greetings, everyone. Rajee Narinesingh here, transgender activist, author, and actress. And you all know on season 2 and 3 of Botched. And also, I've appeared on I Am Jazz on the TLC network, along with probably about almost 30 other TV shows around the world, mostly talk shows that I've appeared on to share my story. So I say all of that to say that, these last few years, I have certainly gotten a lot more notoriety and I would say become a bit famous because I'm just absolutely floored at the number of people around the world that know who I am now. I mean, so many people, especially with the show Botched, how popular it is around the world and how many people actually watch the show. And it happens to me on, a daily basis here and there. I mean, not every single person, of course, but quite a few people do recognize me and know who I am. And I've heard from people all around the world. And when I say all around the world, I'm talking like Africa, I'm talking Australia, parts of Asia, Taiwan. I mean, I was like, the Philippines. Oh, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, Europe. I mean, I've literally heard from people all around the world. And most of the connections are really great. I mean, I would say it's 97% love and, people just connecting with me. And it's been fabulous. But of course, when you put yourself out there and, in this world, there's all types of people. I have certainly heard from people that I would say are like borderline stalkerish. I mean, some people that were a bit fanatical about wanting to connect with me. And, it can be a little scary. Not too many, but I have heard from a few. And, nothing, I would say, too horrible. But there is this one crazy bitch. Oh my God. When I tell you this bitch was like a sheep in wolf's clothing, okay? She contacted me in the spring, and I'll call her Kiki. That's not her full name, but it's a nickname. And, she was sending me messages back and forth. We connected. She seemed like a really cool girl, trans woman. She actually lives on the west coast of the state. I'm on the east coast of Florida. She's on the west coast. So anyway, we were connecting, and she basically, you know, initially, I should say, she said to me, "Oh my God, I love you. You're such a wonderful representative of the LGBT community. And, you're so strong and you've been through so much and I admire you for all that you do, etc., etc., etc." And then she came to me with the idea of us maybe doing a reality show. Now, she was working supposedly with this producer in California who wanted to do a reality show, and they had talked about possibly me teaming up for the show. So I thought, well, hey, I've been on TV. Why not be on TV again, And the idea actually sounded pretty good. And so we were like, brainstorming and throwing ideas back and forth. And eventually she asked for my phone number. And so I felt comfortable enough to give her my number. So we're talking and we, having really great conversations and shooting ideas back and forth to each other. And then, I noticed that she started to get a little clingy. Now, when I say clingy, I'm just talking about like texting me like a lot. And, I'm the type of girl, let me tell you something. I'm the type of person that I really do try to get back to everyone. I might not get back to everyone right away, but I really do try to return my phone calls and my texts. And at one time, I was so good about getting back to my messages on Facebook. It's just that at this point, I can't even keep up with my inbox anymore. It's gotten really to a level where I just don't have the time to do it. I was able at one time to keep a handle on it, but it's just literally hundreds and hundreds of messages that I just don't have the time to respond to. But people out there know my heart, and I would hope that you all know that I'm a person that really does mean well, and I really do care about people and humanity. So anyway, what I was saying is, as far as like the phone calls, I really do get back to people. Now, it might not be instantaneously, but usually, within a few hours, I will return a phone call or a text. It just depends on what's going on. Now, not trying to pat myself on the back, but I am a pretty busy person. I mean, I do a lot of advocacy, and I'm on a few boards, and I'm always being invited to different events and panels, and I love it because I really do believe that activism is my core purpose, if you will, for lack of a better word, for this lifetime of mine, and it just has been the thread throughout my life. And so I love the work that I do, but there's days where it's extremely hectic. And then there's days where there's not much going on. So anyway, like I was saying, she was texting me a lot and calling, and I was responding, but there was something inside saying, wait a minute. Because we were on the phone once, and she made a comment, like, before we were hanging up. She's like, bitch, you need to, work on getting us on TV. I want to be on TV, and she's like, I know you have contacts, come on, get working. And I was like, okay. Now, mind you, I've met a lot of people since I've been out there publicly. And I was willing, like once we did a sizzle reel or some sort of promotional video, to send it to a few people that I know in the business. And let me tell you, that's no guarantee. Just because you know people in the business, that doesn't mean they're going to open the door for you and say, oh, sure, we love your idea, come on in. No, but I was willing to at least, send the idea to a few people, contacts that I have in the business and see what happens. It just was the way she said it. It kind of took me aback a little, and I was like, now, is this someone really just trying to use me, And, hey, if it was going to work for both of us, I didn't really mind. Hey, I'm on TV again. And, I know you all know I love the camera. And if it was a show that was going to really, I think, feature trans women and get us out there more and have people kind of educated on, on us, on our lives and that sort of thing, why not? So anyway, this one particular day, it was a Sunday, and that day I attended my spiritual center in the morning. It was a program that they were having, and I went to that. And then afterwards, I had a function to go to mid-afternoon. So I literally left my spiritual center, did a couple errands, and then headed to the function. And then I was invited in the early evening to another function at someone's house. So I was literally nonstop that day. And, listen, we live in such a social media, high-tech world now. And, a lot of times, even me, I have to say, we're on our phones. You're at lunch with someone, and both people are on their phones. Are we really enjoying the moment with each other? And I try to I've tried to get a little better with that, be more conscientious about it. And so when I'm at a function or I'm, at some get together, I really try to like put my phone away, and enjoy the moment and enjoy the people that I'm around. So I got to this function in the evening and I put my phone in my purse and I was, having a good time with the people that I was with, and I didn't really check my phone. So a few hours went by, and when I was leaving, I got in the car and I said, oh, let me check my phone. And I pull up my phone, and when I tell you, this insane bitch had texted me probably about 25 to 30 times. And the messages were horrific. Oh, who the fuck do you think you are? You're no fucking body. You can go to hell. You fucking cement woman. You're a disgrace to the community. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I'm now a disgrace to our community. What happened to the love? And she's going on. She talked horrible about my mother. I mean, she was threatening me, talking about, you're messing with the wrong cunt. I put the C in cunt, and she had left messages. Because when I checked my voicemail, oh, and believe me, I saved a couple. I also have her picture. And because I don't know if she's going by aliases, but I did save her picture. And so anyway, she's leaving all these messages. Okay. So I had to kind of like take like a moment and like digest everything, because I'm like, where is all this coming from? I have literally been talking to you for days now. We've been brainstorming. We're coming up with really good ideas. There was a nice vibe going on. Like, because I don't text you back like right away, now I'm like the scum of the earth, and you're threatening me and talking about my mother and, and all sorts of things. So I texted her one time and I said to her, I said, girl, like, I don't understand. Where is all this coming from? And I said to her, I said, I'm sorry you feel that way. I had a really busy day. And I was on the go, and I apologize for not getting back to you when you wanted me to immediately. The bitch wants me to be a puppet, I guess. I said to her, I said, after reviewing your texts and hearing your phone messages, I no longer want to be a part of your project. I said, you have a good life, and I wish you well. Well, honey... And that's it. That was it. But I just wanted to at least respond and let her know I'm done. We are done. So she starts texting and calling, and this went on till about almost 12 midnight. Calling me all kind of names, and now, nigga was like something that started to also come out of her mouth, because I remember one time we were talking about the Middle East, and she said, oh yeah, well they're what I call sand niggers. And I'm thinking, okay, now this is a transgender, supposedly Jewish, okay? That's what she claims to be. I don't know. To me, she's really like white trash. Well, I'll tell you why, because, and you all know what I mean when I say white trash. The mentality, that whole thing. And I'm like, really? You're just using the word nigga, nigga, nigga? Honey, you would have been in the oven with all the niggas when Hitler was here. So don't forget, okay? Don't forget. And don't try to act like you're better than anyone else. So anyway, these are things like I started seeing with her, but I was still on board. And I'm thinking, well, everyone has their shit. Listen, I have my shit. We all have our shit, So I was like, okay, well, whatever. I don't know the way she grew up, where her family, what she comes from, what she's been through. So, but I was proceeding with caution a little bit, So anyway, she's calling me a nigger and, oh, fuck you, you fucking man. Now, this is a transgender post-op who actually I think has gone insane. Honey, she cut her her penis off and her balls off, and she's now losing her mind. Okay, but if you ask me, but anyway, this went on till about 12 midnight with the messages, the text messages, and the phone messages and everything. Okay, so that was it. Now this is in the spring of this year, by the way. Didn't hear from her until probably, I don't know, maybe around September. I think I got a Facebook message from her. Oh, so sweet. How are you? You know, I was going through things at that time. I'm sorry, for everything, but I just, wanted to connect with you. I did not respond, okay? Because, you can have a disagreement with someone, but the stuff that she was saying, honey, the bitch is insane, okay? And I don't have any room for that in my life. I have my own insanity to deal with, let alone dealing with some transsexual, post-op, insane bitch, okay? That, she's got a lot of issues, and I now realize that. So anyway, last week, she calls me and she leaves a message, this, sweet message about the holidays and Merry Christmas. And, I don't really celebrate Christmas because I'm Jewish, but I did want to wish you a happy holiday and I hope you're doing well. And, I listened and I said, well, no, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to respond. So anyway, New Year's Eve, she texts me. Now, it was a sweet text. Oh, I just want to wish you, a happy New Year's. I did try to reach out to you this week. Doing really good. I have a townhouse that my parents bought for me, etc., etc. And I'm in a good place now. So I thought, you know what? Maybe, she was going through things at the time, whatever. I know people deserve second chances. Okay, well, I can at least respond to her. That doesn't mean we have to, get in bed together and roll around. When I say get in bed together, I mean, partner up for any project or anything, but we can at least be cordial. So I texted her back, and this is what I texted back. I said, oh, thanks. Oh, thanks. Have a 2018 filled with divine, right, and perfect blessings for your life. And I put a smiley face. So she calls me. Now, mind you, this is New Year's Eve. I'm in the car picking up a friend. We're heading out. My friend is actually getting in the car, and she's calling me. I knew the call was not going to be a minute. I mean, especially based on what had happened between us in the spring. I was like, I can't get this call now. So I texted her and I said, hey, I'm heading to a New Year's celebration gathering. I can't talk now. This is her response. Life is amazing here in Sarasota. My parents bought me a townhouse. I was just trying to reach out to you and be nice. But you are a jaded bitch. Good luck and go fuck your mother. Can I say bipolar? Can I say crazy fucking insane bitch? Can I say demonic whore from the devil, from the dark side? This bitch is insane, okay? She is a crazy, demonic, dark side demon. And I can see it. And I'm of the light, and bitch, you will stay away from me. Okay? I don't have time for it. Do not take my niceness for weakness. You see this nigger fist of mine? I am mixed. Yes, I am. But if you want to call me nigga, then I will take my nigger fist and shove it down your fucking throat. Say that shit to my face. I'm a nice, loving person, and I hate when people bring this side out in me. But this bitch is pushing it. Okay? And when I tell you she probably needs some psych meds, actually she sounds like she needs to be in an insane asylum. Okay? Because she goes from lovely angel, oh, I love you, I wish you well, to when I say like a demonic bitch, a wolves in sheep's clothing. Let me tell you guys, this has taught me a lesson. And you know, I think for all of us as we go into this 2018, when you go through things in life, you know, it's important to try and learn from them. Now, I'm a very accessible person to my supporters around the world. I'm pretty accessible, you know, and I like it that way because, like I said, 97% of the people that have reached out to me have been fantastic. Oh my God, the love and support and, you know, just the connection that I've had with so many people around the world. It's been fantastic. But what I've learned from this is that I really do have to be careful and, you know, protect myself because there are people that have, let's say, intentions that are really, really bad. And they come to you in all sorts of ways when they really mean you. And when I say, oh, and let me say this, they come to you in all sorts of nice ways. I call them facades. In a facade type of way when they really mean you harm. They want to use you and just mean you harm. So this has been a lesson for me. I'm sure we all have some lessons that we can take into the 2018 year and live an optimal life. Isn't it about optimal, guys? I want to wish everyone a 2018 filled with many divine, right and perfect blessings for your life. Love and peace. Mwah.